We live?
We live.
We live. Welcome back to the Opinion Factory podcast, the podcast for free thinkers and challenge seekers.
Yes, sir.
I'm Khalil.
I'm Alex. 2020.
2020.
Off to a crazy start, man. The world is on fire.
Oh,
The world is literally on fire, bro.
it's tragic.
I mean, Amazon's on fire for how long?
Is it still on fire?
Probably it's not getting covered no more.
Damn.
Probably still on fire.
Damn.
Freaking Australia, though, man.
Mm-hmm.
500 million animals have died.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
It's tragic.
And what's even crazier is my good friend you, Khalil, had an issue with our best, our favorite person in the world, Lizzo.
Our favorite person?
Our favorite person.
Our favorite.
Our favorite person, Lizzo,
Okay, Lizzo. All right.
did a great thing and donated to charity to help the cause.
If you recall, what exactly was my issue?
It sounded like a whataboutism thing, that she wasn't giving to Flint, not looking out for her people first,
Mm-hmm.
which I don't get from that, man. What you mean?
So
I don't get that.
So you got the context of my, not saying she's bad for what she did,
Yeah.
but where my thoughts went when I heard
where your
about
gripes were, yeah.
right, what my thoughts were, my gripes were, my issue was, whatever you want to call it, when I heard that she was out here donating a lot, or doing what she was doing in Australia.
She was on tour in Australia, keep in mind, too.
All fair.
Yeah.
That's great.
Okay.
What's she gonna do when she comes back home when there's a crisis here?
Is that our obligation to do that? What you mean?
It's not her obligation. But all I'm saying is that
she did a good thing. She should
She
be
did.
chastised for it.
I'm not chastising her for it.
Sounds like you're ostracizing her, man.
She did a great thing, but all I'm saying is
I'm hearing about like this.
have the same energy for your people who don't get it from other demographics like that.
Who are her people?
The
Who are
black
Lizzo's
community.
people? Are they?
Yeah.
How do you know she
Yeah.
doesn't contribute to black causes already?
Well, didn't we look into this? We looked into to see if she donated to Flint. Specifically, she did the suicide thing, the performance and all that. We looked into that.
All I saw was she
And
did,
all
she did the suicide thing as well.
And if that's
Suicide
the case,
affects black people.
and if that's the case,
Okay.
if that's the case,
Yeah.
I mean, I have nothing to say about that. But when I see people of power or status who come from us, but then they don't forget about us, but they prioritize others before us once they get to the top.
She was in tour in Australia.
She lives in America.
She was in tour
But
in
she
Australia.
lives in America.
Son, listen to what you're saying, bro.
Uh-huh.
I'm in tour
Yes.
in a country.
Yes.
I see the country is on fire.
Right.
The people that live in this country
Absolutely.
have contributed to my life positively
Oh, for sure.
by paying for tickets to see me
I
in
bet.
concert and go on world tours.
I bet.
They let me live like a superstar.
Absolutely.
So would I not be inclined to help those people, especially since I'm
There's
there?
nothing wrong with helping them.
So
Nothing.
what- so
I'm
what-
saying
what is this
keep
li-
the same
what-
energy. Where
Why do we have to hold her to the same energy? She was there. She saw
You
it.
don't have to. You don't have to. But all I'm saying is that what you prioritize will tell me personally something about you. And so now, if you live, you're saying she was on tour in Australia and all this
Yeah,
bad stuff was happening.
yeah.
But if you live in America,
Okay.
and these people who support you ain't got no drinking water, and you're like, bye guys, going to Australia. Oh, these guys need help. How's some help?
But you can say that about everything, bro. You can't save everybody.
No. See, here's the thing.
can't save everybody, man. We've been
You
over
can't
this,
save
bro.
everybody, but it's different when it's your people. It's different when it's your people. If you're coming up as an artist or as a photographer and I'm putting you on, I'm paying for all your equipment, I'm paying for these photo shoots, I'm paying for everything that you have to do to make it easier for yourself. That's just an example.
Okay.
And you get on, right, and you win some big award, you go, shout out to my manager, shout out to everybody but me. And you say, $1 million to each of y'all. And I'm like, all right, that's great. You did a good deed. They did help you out.
A little different.
But like, come on.
Because this, like, we're not throwing shade at anybody. We're not excluding anybody. In this situation, it's a decent
What do you mean
example.
throwing shade? I'm not talking about shade at all.
No, but I mean, when you do that type of stuff and you just leave out that one person, that's kind of throwing shade, though.
You might not see it that way. I'm sure she doesn't. That's not throwing shade. You're doing a good thing. You're helping out.
So if I know this one person was there helping me all the way through, and I don't shout her out, I don't give her the the shout out money, that's throwing shade, bro.
You might see that. I didn't think about it that way.
You know, these son.
Well,
if
I'm
you got
thinking
6 people around you, all of them helped you, and you're like shout out to everybody except this one person,
Right.
and that one person's getting nothing from everything.
And
But
who knows
gave
who
to
knows
other
if your
5
mind
people.
slipped in that moment? Who knows? I'm not thinking about shit. I'm just thinking about if you didn't get that shout out,
Okay.
would you be like, all right, you're a piece of shit?
No.
You would.
Well,
probably,
actually,
probably no. I would say probably not. But you would recognize the fact that keep that same energy with the people who you should be having that energy
this
with.
is different though, because that's people you're personally connected to, though, right? And this situation is not people that she's personally connected to, like Flint. Like who's
Flint or Australia?
what is the person like? She probably doesn't know any of those people personally.
No, I bet she doesn't. That's
right?
not the point.
So the point is she contributed to a good cause.
That's not the only thing that happened here.
I
And
feel
I'm not saying.
I
I'm
feel
not
like
saying.
this is way too much about like a what about us type thing though.
Of course it is. And why wouldn't it be? Especially when it comes to us.
Because
Historically,
who-
there's been a pattern of
Well,
black people being forgotten. So why would it be
for Lizzo? Who is us though? That's what I'm asking. For Lizzo, who is us?
for the black community?
Is it
For
the
her
black
people.
community? Is it like the overweight community? Is it like the freaking body positivity community?
She does plenty for them already.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So who is us for Lizzo?
I'm talking
Like, is Lizzo more in tune with the black community, or is she more in tune with the body
Us.
positivity community?
or is she more in tune with the Australian community?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'm being honest with you. I know there's a lot of black people that love Lizzo, but there's also a lot of white people that love Lizzo.
For sure. But what, is she black?
She might be like Dominican or some shit. Honestly,
Is she
Or like
black?
Is she black? Fuck.
Hit
Is Lizzo-
Google
Yeah,
real quick.
Is Lizzo black? She has to be black.
I don't
Or
know.
Part black. She might be Bayesian or some shit.
Is
Is Lizzo black?
Lizzo black?
I don't know. That was a terrible thing, man. That was terrible.
Lizzo is probably black no matter what Azealia Banks implies.
But we don't talk about that trash on this show, man. We don't talk
Azealia
about her.
Banks?
Yeah, we don't talk about her. She's trash.
I don't even.
You don't want to know her, bro. She's in the news for all the wrong reasons.
All right,
the
so
wrong
she's
reasons.
unapologetically black, proudly black, all that stuff. And I'm not saying, look. I'm not saying Lizzo is terrible for helping out Australia and not helping out.
You got me here defending Lizzo, bro. It's actually crazy.
I'm not coming at her, bro. I'm just saying,
I
where's
feel like
where's
you
the
are,
energy?
man.
Why don't you keep that same energy? That's what
But how do you know, son?
we looked into this, bro.
But we look at we know what charities we know that she's contributing. She's been doing mad low key work.
And then if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But from what I
feel
can
like
see,
I feel like we shouldn't be judging Lizzo for helping out Australia and not helping out other people, though. I feel like that's
but
wrong.
from what I can see, when it comes to this, I feel like that's a question worth asking because black people have been historically forgotten. There's a pattern in this. There's a pattern of this.
I get that.
We know this.
But there's white people in Flint. I don't even know if Flint's like a majority black
Of
community.
course it is.
You sure about that?
Let's
Yeah,
let's
let's
Google
that
again.
too. I don't know if it is, man.
Flint, Michigan.
Demographic. You could do that. I'm not even sure if it is, man. But even if it is, though,
Dominantly black.
it's a government oversight thing, man. That's what I'm saying. That's why it's so hard to just like you can't just go in people's homes and just install pipes in there.
57% black.
57% black. What? That's a lot of white people still, bro. It's a lot of white people. What was it, like 40 white and like 7 Spanish or something like that? 7 Hispanic.
I'm just looking at like the little drop down on Google. This is from it's from Fox News. Hold on.
I mean, polls are polls, bro. Demographics are demographics. That's fine. Polls are polls.
When it
are
comes to
polls.
Fox?
Demographics are demographics, bro. You can't really lie about demographics.
When it comes to Fox, man, you got Fox lying about shit that the president said, bro. Come on. Come on.
Can you lie about numbers though? Man, it's not the point. It's not the point. It's not the point.
All right, whatever.
With that being 57%, it's safe for us to assume
Let's assume
there's
it's
probably
57%.
like at least 30% white people.
Okay.
Still a lot of white people. in
Still
Flint.
predominantly black.
I get that, but do you not understand what I'm saying though? Where it's still like a decent amount, like a
If
lot
it was
of people
predominant,
care
no,
about-
we're talking about predominantly. We're talking about
But it's only,
predominantly.
it's only majority black by a few percentage points though.
By 57?
Yeah, if you
The
take-
next thing isn't close to 57.
it'll be
Like
40,
you said, it
it'll
might be 30, it might be... Yeah, it's predominant.
Well, if you switch it 5% each way,
It's a poor black community, and that's always been forgotten. And I feel like if you come from the black community and you don't at all
But there's so many
contribute to
other
any of
black
these things,
causes you can
and
contribute
if
to.
that's fine, but has she? And
I
that
don't
was my
know.
issue with it.
I don't know.
And that was my issue with it.
I just feel like we shouldn't.
And
be,
we don't
I
know.
feel like we shouldn't be doing that though.
And so until
I
I
feel like
know
we shouldn't be
my
doing that, though.
idea of her is
Nah.
why does she still have that same
I
energy?
feel like we shouldn't be doing that.
I can't question if she has the same energy
I
for
feel
her
like we
people.
I feel like we shouldn't be doing that.
I feel like that's a fair question.
No, like,
Yes,
it's
it
a
is.
fair. It's a fair question with like rich people in the Notre Dame church. Remember when the Notre Dame church
Yes,
burned down?
it's like $1 billion in
all
24
these
hours.
billionaires are sending mad money to
Yeah,
this
yeah.
shit and all the other shit, or like paying their employees like trash.
Sure.
I feel like that's fair,
Sure.
right? But in this situation where people are losing their homes, people are dying,
Uh-huh.
like 500 million animals have died.
Yes.
I feel like this is a cause that universally.
I'm not
we
saying
should be
she
able-
should not
we
have.
should be able to
Do you
contribute.
get
No,
that?
no, hold on. Let me finish. That we should be able to contribute to, without being worried about being judged about other things we might have contributed to or not.
I'm not saying she's a bad person.
We're not.
I'm
arguing
wondering
that.
if she has the same energy for her people when the time comes, because the time came, the time passed. I haven't seen it. Now I'm wondering. I'm not saying she's a bad person. I'm not saying she should not have donated until she donated to Flint or to another black cause.
I feel like this.
I'm just wondering if she has the same energy, and that's fair because we haven't been getting that energy from other people. So we have to keep it we have to use it on ourselves. We have to. And so if we have it for ourselves and we're giving it out to other people and leaving, like, I give you that example. When we talked about this. If you fall and you break your leg and like, Khalil, can you help me? I'm like, all right, I'm on my way. Your brother right behind you falls, breaks his leg. After you did, he's like, Khalil, help me out. I'm like, all right, I got you. And I step over your body to go help your brother. You be like, all right. There goes Khalil doing a good thing, helping out the people in need.
We're not stepping over anybody in this situation, though.
Is that what you would think?
Who is Lizzo stepping over by contributing to Australia?
I'm giving you that example. This is the idea. I'm talking about the idea. Obviously, this is not exact match. I'm talking about the idea.
I don't like the comparison. I understand I understand your idea.
And
I
that's
understand
all
your
I'm
idea.
trying to illustrate.
But I feel
and
like
I have to go to the extreme for that to
feel
get
like,
you to see that
no,
idea.
but I feel like this specific situation does not contribute to that idea. Son, she's done a good thing.
No doubt.
Let's like are we judging good deeds now? There's no hidden agenda behind this. What is the hidden agenda
All
behind
right,
this?
first of all, you can judge good deeds.
You can. All right, you can. You absolutely can, right? But there's no agenda behind this, but that I can see or that I would even suspect. That
Ask me if Lizzo was a good person. If I think Lizzo was a good
Is
person.
Lizzo a good person?
Absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely.
Do you think Lizzo's a good person?
I think Lizzo is a good person.
Okay.
I'm not saying she's a piece of shit. I'm saying that she have the same energy. And I would say that for any of the black celebrities who's donating to all these causes, but then I don't know off rip if they actually mess with our people.
But
like
you
that.
know what? The only reason why we know this off rip because it's happening right now and it's such a big issue. I didn't know about the suicide thing she was doing either.
We had to look into it. I don't mind looking into things. I'm okay with that. And we did look into this.
And that's what we found. There's probably more that we haven't found.
Probably. But I can only go off of what I know right now after looking into
That's why
it.
that's your fault then.
It might be. And I'm okay with being wrong.
I don't like
I'm telling
that.
you, I'm okay with being wrong.
I don't like. Oh,
This is the opinion. But we come here with open minds, bro. We come here with open minds. And if it turns out that if she had the same energy this entire time,
what if she didn't have the same?
fantastic. If she doesn't, then that would tell me something about her, what her priorities are.
Is she a bad person now?
Is she a bad person? I wouldn't say she's a bad person.
Would you call her a sellout?
I wouldn't call her a sellout. I'll just probably,
Would you fuck with her?
my opinion of her, my thoughts of her would change.
Would you still rock with her?
Would I still fuck with her? Maybe not as much. Yeah, most likely not as much. If you come up, if I'm part of the, if I come from the hood.
But how did Lizzo come up though? I think that's the thing too. We're not keeping in mind either. Like, how did Lizzo? I just saw her one time randomly at the BET Awards.
Her song that she made in 2017 was put in a Netflix special, I think. And a lot of people watched that special and loved that song. They got that exposure to that song, I think, from that.
Okay.
And then once they heard it, who made this? And then she blew up,
Okay.
from what I know.
Okay. So there's a bunch of people watching Netflix that helped her out. She doesn't know her Netflix. She doesn't know her demographic done.
That doesn't change what she is and where she came from.
It doesn't, but it changes her success story. It changes her rise story. It's not like
I'm not talking about how she came. I'm talking about where she came from and who she is.
But listen, like, it's not like she was like it's like she was in Boston, going to all the spots, all the hood spots, right? Selling out tours, like going to Roxbury, going to Humboldt, all these areas,
I don't know.
and selling them out or whatever, right?
Before she got
just,
famous?
yeah, or just performing it. Like we
No,
don't.
she was like she used to give out tickets for free because her shows weren't getting sold out. It was a struggle for her. I remember I saw that
a struggle
tweet.
for her. So then, if her people per se didn't support her like that, would she?
We didn't have any exposure to her. I didn't know about her until then.
Yeah. So then,
And it's not all right, hold on. There's a lot of up and coming black artists right now that I don't know about. If they blow up now, that doesn't change where they came from.
it doesn't. But will they have that same tie to like, oh, these are my people, if they're not the ones that put me on, though? Do you understand what I'm saying?
That's
So like
sure.
she might not have that same energy because that same energy wasn't reciprocated back to her in the first place.
because she wasn't getting sold out.
Because when she was trying to perform, it's not like those people were like, "Oh, I'm gonna support you." It was just like I blew up off like a chance. Like what you're saying right now is just a chance of luck.
Yeah, it was.
It's literally a chance. Of, like it's
Well,
like it's like that. It's like that.
It was. It's a good song.
It's
So
like, no, yeah, but the
exposure.
exposure to it is all
Yes,
luck.
yes,
though.
yes.
Like there was that song.
Somewhat.
No, there was that song I really fuck with. I don't know if you remember. There was a really famous dance video of people roller skating in a basement. It was like a really like it just looked like a great time. People were just roller skating in the basement.
In the basement?
Yeah, like
Nah, I
it was
don't
like
know about
it was
that.
like a nice base. Like people were just roller skating in the basement, like playing music and dancing. They were playing like some like I don't even know what to call it. It was just a really good song. It was like a really good like feel good song.
Okay.
Like had like a type of classy vibe to it.
Mm-hmm.
You're like with your girl or something. It's just like a really nice song, and that song blew up because of this video, right? But it wasn't. So if you blow up off that video per se,
Right.
but it wasn't like all these people were supporting you. It was just like a chance of luck.
So
you might,
when-
so
so
you
when I
might,
say-
so when you blow up, you might just not be like, okay, I might have like an inclination to those people in the basement, but it's not like okay, the people that like my people per se were out here selling out my shows and shit.
So when I say her people,
Yes.
what do you think I'm referring to?
You're
Where she
referring
comes
to-
from or who supported her?
But I think it's important to make this distinction though.
It is. And so I just want to make sure that we know what we're
No,
talking
yeah,
about
yeah,
now
you're talking
when
about black
we
people.
say
You're
this.
talking- yeah.
So I was
Obviously,
talking about where she came from. So like if this podcast blows up and I would start making millions every year,
Yeah, which we will.
let's say it's mostly white people watching these.
Okay.
I love hearing the perspective from people across the aisle. And so there's a lot of white people watching this,
Very optimistic, sir.
right? And we blow up. And now we get rich because white people like our shows and they're the ones supporting us the most. Does that mean now that my people aren't still black?
No. That absolutely not.
And that's what I'm
But
referring
what
to.
I'm saying is, your energy might go towards more of those white people
To your supporters.
because they supported you. That's what I'm telling you.
There's no issue with that, but I'm saying I would like it. I'm not saying you're bad.
But do you understand?
I get it. I get it.
Right?
You should show love to your supporters,
Exactly.
right? And I get that. Keep that same energy with the people that was around you when you were struggling. That support, like your people. If no black people supported this podcast and we got rich from all white people, would you still not want to contribute to the black community? I know for you personally you would. For me personally I would. And all I'm saying is I like it when that's the case with our black celebrities because no one else does that. Well, maybe other very few people do that. And so I feel like since it's up to us to do it for
Is
the
it
most
their
part,
job to
it's
do
not their
that,
job,
though?
but I feel like since it's up to us to do it, I would like that a lot more. And I would say when I see Lizzo donating to Australia, Bill Gates, giving money to the Notre Dame, and not Bill Gates, but let's say Future did it. let's say Future did it.
Alright.
Give money for the Notre Dame. I'm like, all right, that's great.
And it's just
Keep
thing,
that same
this thing where
energy.
it's so hard too because Lizzo's like a mainstream pop artist, man.
She is.
She's not like a rapper or something like.
So
you
she's
know,
not even like
so it's not like she's like
black
just,
people watching
yeah,
her or listening
she's
to her.
like a mainstream, like think of it almost like freaking like Flo Rida or
Beyonce?
some shit or Beyond. Yeah,
Well, Beyonce is very pro-black.
I might gone too far with Flo Rida, but like
What was that Max B guy you talking about? Or like Meek Mill or
yeah, she's not like those dudes, right? People didn't even know, like mad people didn't even know, white people didn't know who Meek Mill was until the Drake beef. Like mad white people didn't know who this dude was, and every black person knew who Meek Mill was.
Mm-hmm.
Like Dream Chasers, Flame, all those mixtapes. Everyone knew who Meek Mill was. Everyone knew like he's under Rick Ross and Wale, MMG, all this type of stuff.
And she's not like that.
She's not like
she's
that.
more general. She's not
very
niche.
she's like, you know, everyone from everywhere kind of fucks with her.
And
so
that's
much.
a valid point. That's a valid point.
So she just might feel that energy. Like, should she even have that same energy for like? Not to sound crazy.
Yeah, I think so.
You think so?
I think so.
I feel like the people who support you should have that same energy for the people that support her and gave her that life, compared to the people that were just around her.
All right, so
And that might not have supported her in the first place.
a
Like,
couple
do you understand
things.
what I'm saying?
A couple things.
Like if my man's out here across the street, like my Chinese friends, like my ride or die support me, and all the Asians fuck with me now,
Mm-hmm.
and they all fuck with my business and everything like that.
Mhm.
Like my whole restaurant or wherever I go
Mm-hmm.
is all like all my customers Asian.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
While is that where the story ends? That's
Why not be more inclined to like support like my supporters' causes? Like, do you not understand that?
it
Like,
would
why
be
not be
fair
more
if
like,
you felt that desire to, that need to.
yeah.
I think it's also fair to feel that desire and that need to support the people who was in the struggle with you when you were in the struggle. Black people, you gotta have money to spend money.
Yes.
You don't even know if what she was having shows, dudes could afford to go to shows.
I don't. I honestly don't.
So that's
But
another
that's a
thing.
what if though. Like I don't know. Like that's a what if.
But that's
And there's other ways. There's other ways. To
there's a lot of economic
There's a
statistics
lot-
that prove
there
that
are-
disposable income is
I
very
get-
very low
I
in the
get
black
that,
household. So
I get
who's
that.
gonna be paying for
I
tickets
get
like
that,
that
but
for people that they don't even know?
Son, there's other ways to support. Almost everyone has social media, right?
And when she gave it up
You
for
could
free,
just-
people came.
Is that how it worked? Maybe I don't know.
We ain't
I
got
don't
the
know
money,
how it-
but if it's for free, we're gonna
There's
show
other ways.
up.
There's other ways to support. Like you could like tell your friends about it. You can share on
That
your
was
Facebook
probably
and
happening,
Instagram. It might have been happening. It might not have been happening.
Because
But
before
what
she
I do
blew
know,
up,
what I do know with my friend is that my Asian friend supported me, support my restaurant, and now my restaurant sells to predominantly Asians. And now I
and so
might
now
be
you only
more-
care about Asian causes.
It's not that I only care about Asian causes, but I might be more inclined versus my people per se because these people gave me my livelihood.
But your people are struggling.
I get that.
Your people couldn't afford to give you your livelihood.
Maybe they couldn't. And maybe that's another reason why I'm more inclined to support the people that gave me my livelihood.
Instead of lifting your people up so that they can support each other and like more up and
But I
coming.
don't even know if they'll support me if I help them out though. Like I know like they're my supporters, so I know that they're already supporting me. So me helping them out is just like almost a reciprocal type thing.
No, I get
where
that.
me giving out to my people per se is just like you never know. Man, you saw Queen and Slim, right? Spoiler.
I haven't
alert,
seen
but-
it yet.
Oh, you haven't seen Queen and Slim?
I haven't seen it yet.
God damn it!
Spoiler alert to me.
Nah, I'm not gonna say anything.
No, you probably shouldn't. I haven't seen it yet.
God
My
damn
brother
it,
told
man.
me about it. I think you told me about it already.
It's a good movie.
I heard.
I really want to use this example now.
I can't.
Watch that movie, man.
I'm gonna watch it. Listen. She's not a bad person.
All right.
If she felt
I'm not
more
saying
obligated to help white people and donate to Australia, more power to her. If that's what her priorities are, I know where I fall in her priorities, and I will act accordingly. Nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
Is it not? I'm not saying you should do this. I'm saying do what you want to do. Lizzo should do what they want to do. Every person of celebrity status, of power, of wealth should do what they want to do. But when other people know where they fall in your priorities, then they're going to feel how they feel. And if she's more inclined to help her white followers, that's fair. Let her do her. I know where I am in her
would
priorities.
understand your
and that's fine.
Like I agree with your logic if it was like a Future or Meek Mill type dude, like but like Lizzo's like she's like it's like kind of like everybody, it's like Ariana Grande type thing. Or
Beyonce's like everybody, and she's on the right track.
yeah, but that's more recent though. When she already got that status though, so
Yeah,
she wasn't
fucked up the white community. So
she
much.
wasn't always like that.
No, she wasn't.
No, so that's more recent. And when you're gonna get to that status, you can kind of get away with that shit, right? Because you're already up there. And they're already like they have freaking beehives over you.
Right. And another guy we're talking to about this, he was like, so what would I rather? Her just not doing it to anybody?
Yeah.
That's not the case. Like I said, I'd rather her just do what she wants to do, and then let me know how she really feels, where her priorities really are, and I feel like that's fair.
She don't need to worry about what you think about.
And I doubt she is, and she shouldn't be, because it's just me.
Yeah.
And I don't think she's a bad person if that's the case. I just know where I fall in the priorities. So if Lizzo's in town on tour, there's a Lizzo show, and then there's a Beyonce show.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna go to Lizzo because that's probably cheaper. But if there was someone Lizzo equivalent in price but more pro-black, I'll go to them.
Did you not just choose who you fuck with more off their music?
That goes into
or
it
is
too.
it who you just
No,
rock
that goes
with,
into it
rock
too.
with more just in
But
general?
that is weighed. That weighs into it.
Okay.
It's not just.
That's fair. You know
You know what I'm saying?
what do y'all think, man? You tripping because you have a gripe with Lizzo?
I don't have a gripe with Lizzo. I'm just realizing if
Do you think
I want to know
people's-
why I fall in her priorities. I don't have a gripe
yes.
with her.
All right.
All
You don't
right.
have a gripe with
She's
her.
a good
You don't have
person.
you don't have a gripe with her, all right?
I'm just wondering about a few things.
Man, Lizzo's gonna give us a lot of episodes this year, man. Ooh, wee. Cannot wait for the next one about it. Cannot wait, man. I can't wait. But I find her on the defense in this one, man. I think
I'm not attacking her.
should we force celebrities to keep that same energy?
No one's being forced.
Or not force.
No one's being forced.
But should we judge them?
Should we pay attention to where
Yes.
their priorities go?
Yes. Should we pay attention to where their priorities go, of who they give their money to, and what causes, etc.
I think so.
Okay, that's fair.
Let us know what you think. Comment down below. Like the video, like the
Yeah.
audio, rate, subscribe.
The Opinion Factory Podcast. Everywhere you can find your podcast: Apple, Stitcher, Spotify, YouTube, the whole drill. You know the drill. Like, share, subscribe.
And we're going to see you guys next week.
Yes, sir.